Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any video from my channel.
Yo! Welcome to LCameraTV. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share with y'all cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, don't forget to hit the bell notification, man. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. I upload randomly, so I don't want you guys to miss out. So definitely hit the bell icon, man. When you see the squiggly lines, you know you have been notified. And guys, it is a crazy day. Ron Rivera heaped on some praise to his quarterback. A lot of praise, actually. So we got to get into that. The Panthers are once again being underestimated, so you definitely got to talk about that. And a rival in the division made a move, and now it's time for the Panthers to make another one. So we got a lot to talk about, guys. So let's get started. So head coach Ron Rivera basically said that, you know, just like he heard from MJ, some people want the ball in crunch time, and some people, you know, always find a way not to get open, right? And he was saying, like MJ said, Cam Newton wants the ball in crunch time. He wants to be the one to make the play to save the game because he believes in his ability and he wants the team to believe in his ability. Now, mind you, I've seen everybody saying Ron Rivera calls Cam Newton the MJ of football. That is not true. That's not what he said. I watched the interview. It's not what he said. That's what he said. He said that he, you know what I'm saying, in crunch time, he wants the ball, right? But people underestimate how clutch Cam Newton is. And people, and that's the funny thing, because, you know, everybody bashes Cam and everybody, you know what I'm saying, you know, don't really give him as much respect as I think he deserves. But I feel like if there was some other quarterbacks, they would definitely, you know, talk about this more. But just to let y'all know, this is a funny stat, right? People don't talk about how clutch Cam Newton is. Cam Newton just completed on Sunday, he has the most, you know, fourth quarter comebacks, you know what I'm saying, in the league right now. He just passed Aaron Rodgers with 14, and he has 15 now. So Cam Newton is clutch. Cam Newton, when you need him most, he comes through. You know what I'm saying? So it's people don't really talk about it too much. And I think it's because it's Cam Newton, because he's flamboyant, and because he does all this, you know, wearing all his clothing and stuff like that, whatever. And plus because he's not the necessarily pocket quarterback where, you know, say he sits in the pocket and he destroys you. Sometimes he'll run and get yards with his legs, and sometimes he'll throw the ball. But I mean, Aaron Rodgers does the same thing, but he doesn't run as much. But Cam Newton is pretty clutch in the fourth quarter, and we're lucky to have him, man, because I wouldn't say he's the MJ. I think call him the MJ of football. I don't think he meant that, and I think that's a lot. That's much, definitely. Like, I don't think Cam Newton is that, because if he was, the only way I can see him doing that is if, you know what I'm saying, the first time he wins the Super Bowl, he runs off like 3, 4, 5 straight. If he does that, then we can have that conversation. But I don't think he will. You know what I'm saying? I think if Cam Newton's maximum, he probably get 2 Super Bowls in his career. That's maximum. You know what I'm saying? You know, more likely than not, he probably get, you know, 1. You know what I'm saying? If that, you know what I'm saying, he might not get 1 at all, because it is very hard to win this league. But I think that, you know what I'm saying, he is the type of person that does not fold and does not, you know, and wants the ball during crunch time. He wants a way to affect his team at the end of the game. And I like that, man. My quarterback, I want him to be, you know, confident in himself and his ability and say, hey, when the game's on the line, give me the rock. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell, you know what I'm saying, by this one video, man. When Cam Newton, you know what I'm saying, I don't remember what team it was, they scored, and he had the towel over his head, and he just shook his head like, all right, let's go. You know what I'm saying? It showed that he was not afraid. He drove up the field and scored and won the game. All right, I think it was a field goal. He drove up the field, and they kicked the field goal and won the game. So I think Cam Newton is definitely a clutch quarterback, and I think a lot of people, you know, don't really rate him as such. And I think they should start, because he has a lot of fourth-quarter comebacks, man. And now that he passed Aaron Rodgers, hopefully they start recognizing that he's a clutch quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And whether he does it with his legs or his arm, he's probably going to get you the win. In other news, the freaking Panthers are underdogs again. We opened up as a 2-point underdog against the Baltimore Ravens at home, which is crazy to me. I don't understand that, because they're 4-3 and we're 4-2, right? So, you know, they got, you know, we had a bye week. That's why we're not, you know, we could be 5-2, we could be 4-3, whichever, right? But they're 4-3. They didn't have their bye week yet. But it's at our house. Yes, they're the best defense in the league, I think. But it's at our house. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been pretty good. I think we've been undefeated at our house. Yeah. You know, I think we've been undefeated at our house. We lost on the road against Washington, on the road against Falcons. But we beat the Cowboys at our house. We beat the Giants at our house. We beat who else we beat at our house? The Bengals at our house. You know what I'm saying? So, and then we just beat the Eagles on the road. So we're pretty good at home. So now, how we start off as underdogs in this situation when they're coming to our house? They got Joe Flacco. Now, mind you, I don't really believe in Joe Flacco like that. I don't. He's sometimes he's up and down a lot. And yeah, they just lost on an extra point by Justin Tucker that he missed or whatever, or to tie the game up. But just in general, man, Joe Flacco is not a great quarterback to me. He had a great run in the Super Bowl or whatever, but he's been subpar since then. You know what I'm saying? After he got paid, I guess he mailed in there, right? But they're coming to our house, and we start. I mean, I understand if you don't make us a huge favorite, but a 2-point underdog. But you know what I'm saying? I think the Panthers thrive in that setting. I think they thrive in that situation. So I'm not entirely mad about it. I just think it just makes no sense how a team's 4-2. We win games where I think we're undefeated at home, and we get rated as a 2-point underdog to a team that just lost at home to the Saints. So I don't understand that, man. But like I said, I think the Panthers thrive on that. I think it's going to motivate the Panthers even more to win this game because it makes no sense to me. I don't understand it. Maybe y'all could explain it to me. But for me, I mean, if you're at home and they just lost at their house and they're coming to our house and they're 4-3 and we're 4-2, I would think we'd be the favorites. But that's just how the cookie crumbles, and I think that's gonna motivate the Panthers even more. So, and the NFC South rival, the New Orleans Saints, just made a move, man, and it's not a bad one. The New Orleans Saints have traded for Eli Apple. Obviously, Eli Apple was a first-round pick for the Giants, but he just never really panned out. Had issues with Lando Collins, and he just had a whole host of issues. You know what I'm saying? So he got traded for a 4th and 7th rounder. Now, mind you, it just shows the Saints are still trying to get better. Even though they're pretty good. You know what I'm saying? They're still trying to get better, and they're going for it. And I can't be mad at them. You know what I'm saying? It was a 4th and 7th rounder. I think it was a 4th in 2019 and 7th in 2020. So it's not a lot they gave up. But for me, man, this just shows that the Panthers need to follow suit. If they're going, we got to go. Now, I'm going to give you a perfect example. I didn't necessarily like the Cowboys' move to get Amari Cooper. But once I got the context, it made more sense. Because Washington Redskins were going after them. The Philadelphia Eagles were going after them. And I think the Eagles offered a 2nd-round pick. So you know what they said? Hey, we're going to offer this 1st-rounder so we can at least get him and steal him away from... they wanted him too. I'm not saying they didn't want him. But they wanted to make sure they stole him away from Redskins and the Eagles so that pick or that player won't hurt them later. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that. I get it. And it's the same situation. There was rumors saying that the Saints were looking at Patrick Peterson. There was rumors that said that the Patriots and also I think the Eagles were looking at Patrick Peterson. The Saints got Eli Apple, and they upgraded their cornerback position, at least a little bit anyway. So the Panthers have to one-up them and trade for Patrick Peterson. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? Go as hard as you can. You know what I'm saying? Even if, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to say want to trade 1st-rounder. But if it's going to solidify our secondary, if our secondary will be, a top, secondary in the league, and our front 7 is already dominant, why not? You know what I'm saying? That to me makes no sense. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Go for broke. I had somebody in my comment section said, we should just go for broke and worry about the consequences later. I'm not mad at that because the Rams have done it, and you see how dominant the Rams are. You know what I'm saying? They traded a bunch of draft picks to get Marcus Peters, Keith Talib, all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, Brandon Cooks. So the Panthers need to just go for broke, trade for Patrick Peterson, and you already have that connection with Steve Wilkes. Hit him up, be like, hey man, what do y'all want to give up for Patrick Peterson? We'll give you our 2nd-rounder, you know what I'm saying, and a 5th-rounder next year, some crap, you know what I'm saying. Give them 2 picks, they'll probably trade them to you, whatever, and it'll benefit our team, man. We have to get proactive. We have to, put it all on the line so we can win a Super Bowl, man, because like I said, that window is closing. It is absolutely closing. And I want us to capitalize as soon as possible. So, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, they make a move, man. I think it'll be the best course of action. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously we already have a connection with the head coach. And we need secondary help, especially in cornerback position. So, I don't know, man. I would do it, but we'll see if the Panthers, wise up and realize that we need Patrick Peterson and we need to keep up with the Saints. Especially with, Michael Thomas and Mike Evans and Julio Jones all in our, division. we need, we need cornerback help so we can stop the dominant receivers, man. Well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, don't forget to hit the bell notification, man. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. I will randomly, so I don't want you guys to miss out. And definitely get in the comment section, guys. Let me know how you feel. Do you think Cam Newton is the MJ of football? I don't necessarily think that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of much. But I do think he's a clutch player and he wants the ball at the end of the game. Do you think, we should be underdogs? I don't feel so, you know what I'm saying? I think we definitely should be, you know what I'm saying, the favorites in this situation. But tell me how you feel about it. Do you feel like the Panthers are being underestimated? And how do you feel about the Saints trade for Eli Apple, man? Do you think it's a good trade, bad trade? Let me know in the comment section, man. Put all that stuff in the comment section. Check out the LCameraTV apparel, shirts, hats, mugs, all types of cool stuff. You know, that link is in the description below. Support the channel, support me. You already know what it is. Check out the Patreon page. That link is also in the description below. Support the Patreon, man. Exclusive content, blooper reels, you know, shout outs, all kinds of cool stuff, man. Check it out. You already know, man. I think you guys really like it. Check out my dog Renan's video. His video is going to be at the very end of mine and the end screen. Check him out. Very funny dude, very talented. I think you guys really like his stuff, man. And, you know, show the man some love, man. Keep that trickle effect going. And share this with all your Panther family, friends, anybody Panther related, anybody Saints related, anybody football related in general. Let them know LCameraTV is rocking, Panther Nation, and Panther Nation rocking with LCameraTV. Thank y'all for all the support, all the love. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for stay tuned into the live. Hopefully my live be live enough for y'all because I see some people like it, man. So, you know, definitely thank y'all for all the support, man. Thank y'all for always sharing the content. And thank y'all for always, you know what I'm saying, hitting me up, whatever, in the comment section, man. So, thank y'all for always supporting, man. I'm going to see y'all next time.